So I'm at the Kenosha Southport Lighthouse. See the plaque right here? Up over there is the lighthouse. And then there was the lighthouse keeper's house. It's from 1866. So here's the lighthouse right here. So we'll just get a view from the outside. Now this is the first lighthouse in Kenosha, and the second one is out in the harbor, which is down behind me. And that's the red one that most people see.
Want to hear some info on it?
Sure.
All right, this tower was built in 1866, stands 55 feet tall. You're gonna climb 72 steps. It's actually a small lighthouse in the Great Lakes. Wind Point in Racine is 108 feet tall, 144 steps. And if you go to Evanston, Illinois, Grosse Point is actually 113 feet tall, 141 steps in it. We're looking at the third tower built on this pedestal here. The first one was built in 1848. The second one was 1858. Both towers did not last very long because the pedestal was built on sand. When they built this tower, this time they were smart. They actually brought landfill with clay basin as well as granite rock to stabilize out the grounds and pedestal. They built this tower on. It's been here ever since. You're going to find out a lot of landmarks and dwellings, for example, churches, mansions, factories, old houses, and roads are also made out of the same material. So there's a lot of this brick around. Keeper's house was built 1 year later in 1867. Okay, just a couple of things before you go up.
Okay.
Just to let you know, the walls are 4.5 feet thick of solid brick. Tapers out to 2.5 feet at the top, bigger the wall, or taller the tower, thicker the walls. Wind point's about 8 feet because obviously it's a much taller tower. They're built like that because they have to withstand tidal wave and hurricane forces, which they do. They're very well built. These are the original Victorian wrought iron stair casings. So a lot are built like this. So just to let you know, these stairs are interlocked into the walls, 6.5 inches in. So it's not going anywhere. Keepers had to climb these stairs about 7 to 12 times a day.
Wow. And how many stairs were there? I know you
72,
said
72.
72. Wow.
Yeah. So now a lot of times when they climb the stairs, they had to do it in a pitch black night.
So that up there, that cavity up here, shows the 4.5 foot depth, right?
The window right there?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's thick. You wouldn't ever think it from the outside.
Yeah. Anyways, those doors up there, those are weight shafts.
Okay.
All your lighthouses had them. What they're used for is before electricity came along. And one of the things that comes with the lighthouse is the cuckoo clock. Before electricity came along, or if we did have electricity, but let's say we had to build a lighthouse in a very remote area where we're going to get electricity out to it.
Okay.
If we needed the light to rotate or operate a mechanical panel which made the light flash, to this day all lighthouses have different signals. Some rotate, some flash, some stay on, some are even different colors. This is how the ships know where they're at nighttime. Lighthouses weren't used just to guide ships into the harbor so they wouldn't crash into the reefs or the pier, but it was also to let them know where they're at on the map, because every lighthouse has its own signal. Start going up the staircase, you're going to come to a first landing. Questions, just whisper down, I'll hear you.
Okay. So here you can see the depth of the lighthouse wall that he was talking about. Climbing up the stairs. So he said there's 2 sections. I'm climbing up the stairs here. That's Kenosha Harbor. I'm not sure if that's what he was mentioning. I think it is. Where they would keep the time for the lighthouse. Up on another landing. Continuing on. Oh, here's the porthole he was talking about. Put the light on there. Here's the porthole. Still can't see the other lighthouse, but it's actually right there. So here's where you have to duck because the ceiling's probably 4 feet. Pretty tight fit. There's the beach out there. There's the lighthouse coming up on your right. Sorry about the music, they have a live band playing across the street. So you can see the red lighthouse there. It's the one that replaced this one. So this one doesn't have like a spinning mechanism, it's just a beacon or a light. It has this cone at the top. So there's the road I came in on. Here's part of the harbor around the bend. And here's where the lighthouse person would go out. That's not open, you have to stay inside. And you can see how steep the stairs are. And right here is the very narrow roof line. Bang your head on that if you don't watch it. So that area on the other side of the water used to be AMC, American Motor Company, and then they redid the whole area when they closed down, made it townhouses, and there's restaurants. And over there, right about here, there's a Civil War museum and a children's museum. So the next thing we're going to do is come down here, and then we're going to walk to the red lighthouse. That one we can't go into, but you can at least see it from the outside. So last look before we head down. Just do a panoramic all the way around. On the top of the lighthouse from 1866, I believe it said. Oh, there's the, that's the pirate ship. I did that maybe 5 years ago. That was a lot of fun too. You go out onto Lake Michigan. And I don't know if I mentioned that, but this leads to Lake Michigan. This inlet, and then way out there is Lake Michigan. Okay, so heading down now. The first stair is a lot. Like I said, you have to watch your head right here. I think it'll be easier to kind of sit. It's the only tricky part. Back to the porthole again. You can see how small that opening is. Wonder if it was always, no, looks like the metal was always that way, so. And like he said, sometimes they had to do it in the dark at night, so. Here's looking at the light keeper, both of them, the combined house for both families. Walking down. See my big feet popping out there. Down's actually easier than going up. Quite a lot of steps.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, great views up there.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a shared kitchen, right?
Yes, it is. And the lens I was talking about is in the other one. So
Okay.
you'll see there's quite a bit of difference between that and the one you saw there.
The reason the Fresnel lens and on the back is blanked out because they want to have the light over Lake Michigan, not over Kenosha.
Right.
And these prisms actually amplify the light. I mean, first it was candle power, oil lamps, and then electricity. That big.
Here's the different keepers through 1940.
But those are mostly on the east and west coast. Yeah.
Here's some of the harbor. You could pause it to read these. Here's the history of the harbor. Just leave it right here. Pikes Creek, the first lighthouse. Look at it, it's like a tree on fire. Here's info on the Hill Steamboat Company. Had to switch cameras to the Pocket 2. I forgot extra batteries. The gimbal's supposed to charge it, but it doesn't. So continuing on, this is a harbor from 1835 to 1860. Heading up to the second floor now. This is all about the shipwrecks. I don't know if it matters which one you go into. So this talks about the restoration too. Restoration study, exterior and interior. Talks about the chimneys. Chimneys, the roof, and then the woodwork. Here's a plaque. There's a bedroom. That's the original ceiling. Here's the SS Wisconsin. Oh, look at the old cars underneath there. So it lays 125 feet below water, 6 miles southeast of Kenosha. That's pretty cool. So here's the SS Wisconsin when it was in service. Sorry about the music in the background, it's across the street. This is a computer generated what it looks like now. Jacket. Oh, there's an actual oar on the lifeboat. those are the same, or another set. Looks like it's sunk in, this one's sunk in 1929. Happening 2:15 to 3:45 in the morning. Never heard about this one. Some of the victims, and they actually have a grave marker. Hopefully this comes out good enough where you can read it if you pause it. Oh, here's a ship. I think this is the Wisconsin. Yep. Here's a model of what it looked like. All kinds of different ships. U.S. Coast Guard. A lot of detail in these. Oh, there you go. There's some more information. This one's from 1658. Reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean. It's almost like the one that you can take a ride on out there. Oh, there's more benches around. Anchor down there. La Santa Maria. Some more history of the life-saving station. Surfmen. So here's the red lighthouse. We're right here, and this is AMC, which is now all the townhouses. Here's a list of all the shipwrecks near Kenosha from 1935 to 1965. Try to go really slow, and you can pause it if I went too fast. I don't know if I can get it all in. Maybe. Then here's from 1877 through 1965. Photos of sunken ships, shipwrecks on the Great Lakes. Here's some information on the lights and lenses. I'll let you guys read those. There's a ship going out. And we're gonna go down to the lighthouse. You can barely see it there on the left, the red one. So here I am at Kenosha Harbor. The other lighthouse is right there between the two signs that I just went to the top of. I can see silhouettes of two people that are there. And now we're going to this red one down here, which we can walk the whole way and we'll go up to it. Here's the Kenosha Lighthouse. It's out on the pier, which is part of Kenosha Lighthouse Studios. It's privately owned now. It's not really giving you a good idea of how tall it is. Here's another view. The light should be a little bit better on this.